Babs, this is Tortoise with Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of TORTtalks vlogs. So I've got a little bit of a channel update for you guys because things are going to get a little wonky here for a little bit. I've got a lot of stuff I've got to do, just real life, etc. And so just, right off the bat, videos are going to be a little bit scarce. I've got a couple of weeks of stuff recorded, but right now, even chiseling out the time to edit and render and upload some of this stuff is going to be a bit difficult because I just need to... He is really squeaking on that thing. Because I really just need some time to do some real life stuff. And so we're going to be taking a little bit of a, not really a break, because I do think some videos are going to be coming out. But what we're going to be doing for like the last 3 years, it's been over 3 years, we've been doing this YouTube thing. And pretty much from the very beginning, we've been doing the strict schedule sort of format. And most people don't do that, and the one people, especially on Time Shot, who I talk to, they're like, it's the best thing I ever did was stop doing a schedule. And so I think I need to give that a shot. I don't know, my OCD if it's gonna allow me to do that, because I really do love like looking at the schedule and being like, okay, I need to do this and this and this. I just need more time, and so we're gonna go a little more casual, because for the last 3 years I've tried to run this thing as like a professional YouTube channel. Because I wanted to do the best that I could. But in the end, competing with people who are, in the end you're competing, you feel like you're competing. And so you're looking at channels, people who are doing it full time, or, people who have, are kids in school and they've got tons of free time and things like that. And I just don't have the kind of time. I've been forcing myself to kind of try and compete with these other channels. And so every day there's an episode, and, we've got all this stuff, and it's an unreasonable expectation that I put on myself, and I know a lot of you guys really like the schedule and everything, but I need a break. I need a break. So what we're gonna do is we are going to go to no schedule, and I'm gonna upload stuff as I can, and all of the series that are currently running are gonna continue to run, and they're just gonna be potentially less frequent, potentially more frequent. It's going to kind of be like as I have time, because realistically this is a hobby that I've made one of the top priorities in my life the last couple of years. I've really like, okay, I can't not have content out this week, even though we're going to be gone for 2 weeks, and so I got to pre-record a time. Like, I've put so much pressure on the thing that it's almost like, it's not that it's not fun anymore. It's just, it's not, I don't know, because I let things roll off me so much. I don't know if it's like, I don't know that it's not like I dislike it. It's just that, I'm not like, I don't know. I don't even really know how to explain it. I just need more time. So I've got to put it where it belongs, lower on my priority list. I've got a lot of real life stuff I need to do. I want to get my office finished putting together. I'm in the middle of a redesign of all that. You guys probably saw some paintings and stuff that I've been doing for that, for some acoustic paneling and stuff. And, I've got my office totally set up. I've got, just lots of real life stuff I got to get to. I've got lots of other projects I want to do. I've been wanting to make up I'm going to be starting doing some game development hopefully soon. I'm going to be I want to make a new intro for the channel. I've got all these things I want to do, even just for the channel, that with my strict schedule I can't keep up with. I can't get all of that stuff going. So we're going to try no schedule, and a lot of people do that, so it'll be more similar to what you guys have seen other channels doing. But yeah, so it's gonna be a bit of a change. That's gonna be starting this week, and I know it's short notice, but I do have some content already recorded, so I'm gonna try and edit that as I find time, and get some of that stuff out to you. But it won't be like, Pokemondays isn't necessarily gonna be the thing. The Hexathlon will come out when the Hexathlon comes out, and the same with all these other series. I've got a ton of Starry recorded, so that may come out more frequently than there's some other stuff. It just kind of depends on what I've got time to do. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you guys an update. Gonna go schedule-less for a little bit. And I know that some of you guys, enjoy that you can count on a specific series on a specific day. I'm hoping that when you just see them pop up in your sub box, that'll be just as good for you guys. We'll kind of play it by ear. At least for the summer here, we're gonna run this schedule-less and just kind of see how it goes. I know I already, taken a put like time shot on non-scheduled, and that's gonna make it so like if we have collabs come out or something, we can just put them up, as opposed to like, well, I really don't have a time slot for it for 2 weeks because of everything else I've got scheduled already. And I think that's a partial thing. Like right now, I've got 2 or 3 weeks pre-recorded. And I think if I could go to kind of more like what some other people do and just record as I need it, don't have to worry about, well, I got to make sure I've got something for a specific day. I can kind of do it more chill, and I think in the end that's going to end up working out for everybody. So yeah, just a heads up, going schedule-less, going to be a little bit of an interruption on some of your favorite series potentially, especially this next week. There's too many things piling up that I need to take, move up on the priority list, and so YouTube has got to come down because it's up there in the top 3 right now, and it should not be. It doesn't need to be. There's absolutely no reason for it to be taking up as much of my life as I've been giving it the last couple of years. And when we started this thing, I wanted to make sure I was running a channel I could be proud of, and I am proud of my channel. I'm very proud of my channel, but in the end, it's not going yeah, we're growing, but it's not like it's going to become this thing that is going to eventually warrant the amount of time I've put into it. It's never going to really grow beyond kind of the parameters that it's already within. So it's not like, oh, someday this is going to be, a 1 million subscriber channel, and then we can, that will justify all the time we're putting into it. It's basically going to be what it is. And so at that point, yeah, okay, so it'll be a fun hobby I can do, and it'll become a hobby that I do when I have time, and not like something that I avoid. Like, for instance, we've got the fuzzball out here, and largely speaking, I come home for lunch to take care of the dog, but some days it's like, oh well, I really should be using this free time. Or I come home from work and it's like, well, I really should be using this free time that I possibly have for YouTube. And so instead of maybe taking him on a walk every day of the week, maybe some days I put him out in the backyard when I get home, and things. And that's not how I don't want to be putting other things below YouTube. YouTube should be that thing okay, hey, I've got a half hour, let's crank out a video or something. So I don't know. I hope that makes sense to you guys, and hopefully it won't interrupt too much of what you guys enjoy here. Yeah, it's a decision I need to make for me, and it's helpful that it's something that I should have done a long time ago. But it's helpful for me that a lot of the other time shotters and stuff like that in the community are kind of making these reevaluations of how they're running their stuff, and it's finally forced me. We've had people Fultron quit, and it's like, well, yeah, but I'm keeping it in check in my life, and before that, it's just finally this last wave, okay, so all these people, Mara and Code and Asian, it's like everybody is suddenly reevaluating things, like maybe I should do that too. And the 3-year anniversary thing is like, okay, we've been doing this 3 years, let's take a look at what we've done. And I think finally I've realized, yeah, no, I need to actually reevaluate and restructure what we're doing here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this taking a little bit of a backseat. There's a lot of other stuff, even just picking up a book, or like the painting I've been doing this last week for stuff for the office, and things. Those are things that I love and enjoy, and I have not gotten to do because I don't have free time outside of YouTube. And so YouTube needs to become a free time activity as opposed to my second job. And so I'm excited for that, and hopefully that'll end up bringing out better content, because I'm not like, okay, I need to get 4 weeks pre-recorded. I can just be like, hey, I'd like to record an episode of Dinosaurs today, let's do that. And I know that Poet's able to do, but I mean, most people don't run a strict schedule like I do, and that was kind of what I set up at the initial. But we're gonna try something out. We're gonna try something new, and hopefully it'll work. So anyway, guys, I've been going on long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Torm with the Great, and you guys have been great. Gosh, there's a lot of gnats out here. Hopefully you can't see that, but you guys have a good one. All right.